Hello, it's Polish Paul VR, welcome to the channel. We are here today to do some PlayStation VR2 news. We're gonna talk a bit about Hitman 3 and also Beat Saber. Also I want to talk about X8 and PSVR2 on PC. So, with that out of the way, let's get started. Let's get small. So we're gonna begin from, actually I'm gonna talk about Hitman in a minute. First of all, let's talk about X8. This is the latest trailer for the game. I'm just gonna pause it here. Looking cool, innit? So far. So this is the latest trailer for early access of this game. That will be happening soon, but only on PC and Quest, not PSVR2, because Sony of course doesn't allow early access, even though many of the PSVR2 games sometimes feel like early access game. But anyway, let's check it out. So here it is. Looking good, looks like you've got some sort of high jumping parkour action. Look how cool it is. You jump down. Yeah, you look up. And you see what you need to do. Go and fight. Fast running on the top of the roofs. People want to shoot at you. You stop. You see them. It's all looking great. And then you pull up your weapon, which is a sword. Other people come. And it's time to fight 4 versus 4. The action begins now, looking so cool. But only until you realize it was pre-rendered video and that's how actually the game is looking. Okay, so yet another game coming to PSVR 2. That of course had to run on Oculus Quest. That's why it looks like it looks. Wow. So this is coming from the developers of Swords of Gargantua and Altair Breaker. They seem to be doing a lot of multiplayer games. It looks like it's got some cool mechanics. But, you know, to be honest, to me, I'm not the online gamer anyway. They don't appeal to me. But I would like to see something not held back by Quest on PlayStation VR2. I think it's about time. Look at that again, this is the pre-rendered video, and it looks so cool, and I doubt you can even do all those actions in the game. But hey, whatever, what can we do? Okay, moving on to the next story, it's time to talk about Hitman. Just sadness all around it. This is on American Amazon, bring it here. As you can see, a beautiful copy of Hitman World of Assassination appeared, which is every single game included, in case you got different bundles of Hitman and everything. Now sadly I cannot play Hitman because my PSVR 1 the sound went. I think it's the one of the best virtual reality games. PC players was like, oh no, our motion controls are not proper, even though this is a game translated from flat to VR, so it's got few setbacks when it comes to that, but when it comes to graphics, when it comes to the virtual tourism, when it comes to sheer amount of content, this is one of the best thing you could get on VR. And of course we're waiting for PSVR 2 version, and this bundle, what it shows me, there's no mention of PSVR 2 at all, so another game I'm losing hope. I secretly thinking maybe we don't see those games because Sony got some big event planned where they're gonna reveal more of PlayStation VR2 stuff. I certainly, I do hope so. Here as well, I want to look at this. This is a project I follow, iVRy. Day 68 of working on PSVR2. Basically, they're trying to get PSVR2 working on PC. They can pass authentication on PC. This means the PSVR2 thinks we are PS5 and trust us. We can continue with the real work now. They need to do driver for it. There is still a long way to go. Now I've got Quest 2. I refuse to buy any expensive PHC VR headset anymore. Quest 2 is very cumbersome to use with PC. It's heavy on your head. It hurts my face. I've got all comfort mods. It's just too heavy. But anyway, I still use it for PC. But definitely, I would love to have PlayStation VR 2 working with PC VR, you know. I don't want to buy any headset that's got this inside-out tracking, like Vive Index and stuff, when I have to put base station on, even this smallest headset, like this big screen beyond all of it. It wants, you know, it wants you to have external track. I don't want that. I want ease of use, which PSVR 2 brings me. Of course, Vive got some headsets that can do that, but they're too expensive. Windows mixed reality headsets can do inside-out tracking, but that's got terrible tracking. I would maybe argue possibly worse than PSVR 1 with camera, I don't know. But anyway, I'm waiting for that. Another thing I'm waiting for, and I want to talk about, is Beat Saber here. So basically they posted this. Did you notice some other creative ways our mappers used lightning in the game environment? Drop a comment, blah blah blah. Then somebody asked them, still coming to PSVR 2? Question mark. And they said, yes. Our team continues working on PSVR 2 version, but we are not ready to share any date just yet. Which leads me to my secret thinking. Maybe Sony is doing some event. Maybe there will be some big showcase. Maybe they're gonna finally show some bigger PlayStation VR 2 games, because I want to see some good stuff now. It's all getting now, I love PSVR 2, don't get me wrong. Launch lineup was mostly alright with some awesome titles. We've got slow like a drippage of new games coming, but we need something big. I showed you Firmament yesterday, it's looking great, but that's still a while away. We've got Resident Evil 4 to look forward to. I'm hoping Formula 1 will get VR support, but as of now not. So there is some big titles that possibly can happen. I would love Hitman to come to PSVR 2. But it's nothing happening. So now listen, with Beat Saber, I don't see this game being very hard to port to PSVR 2. I think there must be a reason why they're waiting. There must be. It's one of the biggest VR games and it's not PSVR 2 yet. So I wonder why. Now, Beat Studios, it's owned by Meta. But there must be some deal they've had with Sony, I'm assuming maybe Iron Man VR, Meta wanted it, and Sony give it to them in exchange for Beat Saber. I don't know. I'm just guessing here in a fantasy land, like. But Sony got some deal with them because Beat Saber is coming, but it's not here yet, so that's very, very strange. Now, moving on to my comments section, see what you've been saying. I always read all comments, but I can't reply to them all anymore because I don't have time. So yes, I want to talk about Firmament. Of course, Rick says here looks beautiful, but he hates puzzle games. Okay, so this is regarding the F1 VR. Max says 99% there will be no VR version for PS5. If so, it would have been an announcement, that's what I said. The rest of the game are nothing interesting. I'm still waiting for PSVR 2 games. That's how we all feel, I think many of us. I don't say PSVR 2 got bad games, but PSVR 2 is this amazing headset with 4K HDR display, inside out tracking, eye tracking with forwarded rendering. It can pull off some awesome graphics, and yet we're not getting any of it. If Joe says if EA was planning PSVR 2 support for F1, I think they would have announced it. Yeah, I agreed, but there is different take from VGA Port Authority. F1 support will be announced at the Sony's game event thing within the next month or so. I'm pretty sure Sony is holding back as much info as possible right now, so that they have something to dazzle us with alongside all the other game announcements. That said, GT7 has F1 cars now and they are likely better than the cars in F1 23. The F1 games are somewhat arcadey. Listen, I used to buy every single F1 game, but after I tried VR in 2016, I think actually F1 2016 was the last game, because I just cannot play flat. Now, the last year's F1 released on PC with VR support and I didn't buy it hoping for PSVR 1 or 2 version. That didn't happen. So yeah, we see, but I'm here thinking about this event, hopefully got secret hopes as well that it will happen. We need some bigger titles, we need something to be announced, we need something to look forward to. We've got big games coming, don't get me wrong, I said Resident Evil, we've got Firewall, but we need more. And of course, shout out to all the indie developers because they keep giving us a brand new game weekly, pretty much, so that's nice. Okay, that's it for now. Big shout out to all the patrons. They're scrolling down there at the bottom. Thank you very much for your support. If you want to become a patron, go to patreon.com/PolishPolVR, and down there from just $1, you can support the channel and get yourself some behind the scenes posts, videos, photos, anything I upload there. I'm gonna be posting some stuff from my holidays I've been on very soon. And of course, from all the latest PlayStation VR 2 news, reviews, gameplay, different tips and hacks, or anything I can get you on PSVR 2, Stay tuned to the channel. As soon as I got something, I will be doing video right away, as well as my daily PSVR2 news videos. And for now, that's it. Bye 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 bye.